29th of June and it's a beautiful sunny day, and I've arrived at Meriden House in Meriden, where I've come to do some work around the pond. I have worked here before, and I'll go through that with you as I go along and explain what I'm doing. It's a very beautiful house. John and Maria Holden live here, and they're nice people, and I'm always happy to do their work. The truck's here with the digger on the back. I'll be unloading that in a moment. And I've got a little hired machine in from Clement's Plant Hire, which is a little track going dumper, and that's so we can get up and down the steep slopes that's around here. We had some torrential rain yesterday, even though it's a beautiful day today. There's some torrential rain, and an ordinary wheeled machine won't go up and down here, because I've tried it before when I was here last. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a patio down there. You see where that lilo is? That's going to be a patio sort of beach area, and then they have ideas about coming up with steps, continuing these steps all the way down and curving round, and perhaps another patio area here. What I've got to do is I've got to level this off. It's running downhill, it's not very flat. Grade it off with the machine, surplus, take it and tip it up there, load it into this little dumper. It's only a machine that will get up and down the slope actually, so as I've already explained. It's quite a steep old slope to get up and down, so we'll deal with it. So actually coming from where I've just tipped that, back down the hill, this is what I'm digging out here. This is going to be the bottom patio level. I couldn't quite get up here with the digger, with the dumper. It was going to tip over, so I had to come a different route just around here and take a bit of a longer route around here. There it is up there. I'm going to continue doing that. Just stockpile the surplus soil, sandy type soil up there. It's no good to actually use it as a foundation. We've got to put proper hardcore there. So we'll be bringing all that down in the dumper as well, so you'll see the progress. And I've dug out this area now, got it reasonably right for the levels, took away some of the stuff, left some of it on the bank there for now. 2 levels there, it's going to be a step up. Haven't quite decided where it's going to be yet. What I'm going to do now is we'll over it with a whacker plate, and I'm going to compact that subsoil what's there that I've graded out. And that's got nicely compacted now, and I'm just going to go up to the top and bring some stone down. And taking the digger, go up to the top with the truck and keepers. Now here I am right at the top now, and I've just loaded the dumper with the digger, with the stone. I'll take that down the bottom and put it on the area that I've just compacted. Just going to take the machine down now, down to the bottom and level the few loads that I've tipped. I've tipped out 3 or 4 loads down there. Just going to go and take the machine down. So there you can see what I'm doing is I'm just leveling the stone out now with the machine, and I'll show you when I finish. And it's fully compacted now, which I have to take the machine up, and I'm going to bring some dumper loads of sand back down now, and I'll get that graded out, and then we'll be putting sand and cement on the slabs. Wider, without it looking as if it's a straight line. So I mean, I could swap that one for a smaller one and just keep it straight, but we'll wait and see. This is sort of play it by ear a little bit. Well, it's 10 past 4 in the afternoon. It's been a little bit more slow going today because I've had to go and pick out the slabs. I've had to secure around the edge here, make up my own design along here, and finish off along there, and patch up along here, and dig out bits of the bank by hand. That accounts for both sides. It's Friday, midday. I've been here this morning. The weather's changed. It was raining very hard. It's stopped for a little while now. While it was raining, I put my waterproofs on and I put the rest of the slabs down, and now what I'm doing is I'm trying to carve out an area here and form the area where the steps are going to be. I've got a feeling I'm going to have to take a little bit more of the soil away and stockpile it here where I have been already. Well, I've brought some stone down. I've got the level of the first step. I'm going to bring that right across. I'm going to put the whacker plate on that now and give it a bit of a compaction, and then I'm going to collect some stones from around all over the place and build a wall there, and we're going to make the same slabs to form the steps. So this has had time to dry out. The stonework that I started on Friday, so had time to dry it over the weekend, and I'm going to finish this course off, and then I've got to there was a change of plan. I think I've already explained that. I'm going to make it 2 slabs wide, and so there's a bit more excavating to do, so I'm going to get started on that. Well, that's got that compacted. I'm going to tip the sand in here now, mix up some cement, and go and get some slabs. Well, there you go. That's how it looks when it's finished, when I've pointed it up and brushed it out. I haven't finished all of it yet, so this is how it looks before I've actually done that, so you can see the difference. And by leaving it overnight, it makes a much better job of it than trying to do it the same day. As you can see, it's coming along nicely. I've got to about there at the moment, just got a little bit to do now. Doing some excavating here and carting it up to the top. This is where the steps are going to go. I've got another dumper load of stone to go and bring down after I've taken that one up to the top, and then I'm going to compact it and start bringing the sand down. Well, it's 5:45, end of the day. I've just got this sand down nice and level. I've put the rails down. Got to go over that side in the morning. This is just the basic sand. The sand and cement will go on top of there, and then we'll lay the slabs on that, keeping it a little bit away from the wall, so that I can make a stronger mix of cement along there to give it strength. Got a bit of materials down here now, so I'm going to start figuring out the pattern and get the slabs laid. And I've started putting some slabs down and hope to get this bit finished here today if I can. Did quite a good job yesterday, got that second riser up and got everything ready to start getting these big rocks down for the wall. As you can see, I'm using some larger rocks on this retainer wall here, and they're going to go around the corner and make that on 2 levels, I think. So we'll continue again on Monday. It's Tuesday morning. I've just been around and pointed up this wall and this riser here. We've put some stone down. We'll bring some sand down now and put some backing behind this wall that I built. Going to reduce the level of this, put some stone on there, and maybe get this covered with slabs today so that we can blend it in with where the riser is going to go. It's Friday morning, the 17th. I got that wall finished yesterday, built the riser across there. Today I'm going to start on the radiuses, I think, on the corner. Well, I've got these 3 steps here compacted. There are others in preparation, but I've got these compacted with the whacker plate, and I've brought some sand and cement down. So what I'm going to do now is get that screeded across there and get the levels, mix sand and cement mixture, and get wooden quarter slabs down in there at least. It's Thursday morning. Just come and pointed up the stonework that I finished yesterday, and I'm going to try and get some more slabs down here. Prepared a base yesterday. I'm going to dig out that little bit of mud there and load it onto the dumper and get rid of it. Looking at it from the top, and Adam's loading the dumper down there with topsoil to transport it and put it down here, because like I just said on the last tape, that I'll better get there, I'll be boxing myself in. And as you can see, how the steps are coming round in a sort of a horseshoe now. It's looking like it's taking some shape. It's very mucky and that doesn't help very much, but we get through it. I've started back on the wall again today. I'm sorting out the rocks and I'm building this wall, and I'm backing it up with the sand and cement mixture and patting it down behind the wall to give it extra support, because it has to support all this weight, and then that will be infilled with stone and compacted, and I'll continue laying the slabs. Another row of steps to go there where that piece of wood is, and I'll just continue on with this now. Well, it's Friday morning and the day of good weather's gone. It's actually raining, as you can see by the spots. It's just started, and as you can see by the water landing on the pond. I got the last step built last night. Got to join all this up and start on the patio. I've got those parts, so I've had to bring one back up again. I've got to go and get the other one now. It's down there. Maria came down this morning and said that she'd rather have them up at the top now. So that's good. I'll bring the trees up later. I'm just going to put them over there for now until we decide exactly where we're going to put them. Well, it's Wednesday mid-afternoon and I'm getting these slabs down and just going up the top now and bringing some more down in the dumper. Well, I've got all the rocks cemented underneath the big boulders now to keep them in place. I've just got to point them up. While I'm waiting for that cement to go off, I started digging the land drainage. As you can see, the water that's going to come down that hill will wash all down here and wash all the mud across the patio and also loosen those rocks if I'm not careful. So what I've done is I've dug this land drain and I'm going to put the pipe in there. I've channeled it round to the corner of the patio there where all the water will drain off the patio and run into this drain. Where the machine is now, where the digger is, I'm going to dig a hole and that'll be a soak away. I'm going to fill that with rocks and then have an overflow pipe, so all the silt and everything that runs into the drain that washes off the side of the hill will actually filter into the rock hole, and just pure water will go out and run down the field into the pond. So I'm continuing with that now for another hour or so. I've almost got the drainage done, and I've been pointing up the wall because you have to let the cement go off, and I've been sort of raking out the joints to make it look a bit civilised. It's almost 5 to 8, so it's time to go home. I'll finish off the drainage in the morning, and then I've got another job to divert to around the back of the house to sort some drainage out around there. So I'll catch up with you tomorrow. It's Friday. I've been around the back of the house and exposed all the pipes and got rid of all the surplus soil. I've filled in the cesspit here, the collecting pit, and dug over all the rest of the bank and graded it off. I'm now digging the trenches for another land drain down the side of the steps. There's the land drain pipe that's going in. It started off about here, and even though it looks a little bit wonky, it's following the contours of the path. And what I'll do is I'll put this blue pipe in here and cover it over with gravel, so that the water that comes down the bank and off the path will filter through it and we'll run it down into the field below. Just let you see what I'm doing. Well, it's rained again since I filmed before, and I've managed to get all the trench filled in now, and I've levelled it off with the shovel, all the stone. So the next stage now when I come in on Monday is I'll put the rake on the bucket attachment, and I'll level all that topsoil off again. So that's it now until Monday. It's Friday, and it's 7 o'clock on my watch. We're just about at the end of tape on this one, so I'm going to wind this up now, and I'll then put a new tape in on Monday, and we'll see what we can get up to on Monday. Hello again, new tape inserted. It's Monday the 7th of September, just after, well, about 2:30 in the afternoon. I've been around with the digger and the bucket rake and dressed up all this loose soil, sorted out a lot of the stones, dressed up the bank a little bit on this side. I'm now reinstating the ground after I put the land drainage in. I've been down and started right there at the bottom patio. See, the table and chairs have arrived over the weekend. The 27th, 2010, and I've just taken a trip up to Meriden House, where it's just about a year ago that I was here working. Just come through the gates. My son Adam is with me, and I'm just going to have a look at the project that I created. This is all the terraced end of the top end of the slope, where it's all terraced and built up with rock, which was in big piles that we had to sort out from the quarry. And I did some wildflowers. It's all a little bit overgrown with the wildlife stuff now, but most of it's been planted. You can see it goes round in this, oops, I'm falling over here, it goes round in this pretty sharp bend here, and there's a straight patch, and then up a few more steps onto the middle patio. Looking right natural now. It's not meant to look too manicured because I think they want to keep it looking, you know, little wildlife spots and keep it looking as natural as possible. I'm back up the top again, and just taking another look around from here. The driveway, the house itself. Just looking back up the flight of steps that we just come down, or I've just come down. I put these rocks here as well, and these are sort of retaining the bank, and I also put some drainage in behind these rocks and piped it off down towards the pond down the bottom there, so that water doesn't run through there all over the patio and spoil it. Giving you an idea of the scale of it, my son's standing over the other side of the small lake, and he's taking some photographs of the job for me as well. There's the bottom patio down there, and the different sections of the patio and the steps were sort of just built into it. We didn't have any plan when we did this, so we just had to make it look interesting. All the slabs are natural sandstone slabs imported from India, I believe, and they're laid in a random pattern. All the risers and the walls are built from the natural stone that we collected from the field, from all around. All this is part of the extended garden. Some of the rocks that we build the terrace with, we had to import because we didn't have enough. All the ones that are slightly yellow in colour are sort of ironstone, and the more orangey brown ones, they're sandstone, and they're the natural ones that were in the field. So what I did, I mixed them all up a little bit so they didn't have too much of one colour, and constructed them just in the way that it looked as if they'd been there for years and years. So it's come out pretty well. We turfed all this area as well, and this area down here has just been left, I think it was sown with some wild natural wildflower seeds and wild grasses and things, and it's looking quite pretty.